Hello, hello. What's up, guys? It's been a while, huh? I've been playing with Bonzo for quite a while and hey, things changed, right? Have you noticed something different about me? Yeah, but anyway, some things have changed in my house here as well. Yeah, I've come to a conclusion that I think it's kind of a mistake to record literally everything. The few latest episodes admittedly must have been pretty boring if you think about it. Apologies about the sniffing, I'm still kinda sick. But yeah. So yeah, it must have been pretty boring to record me, filling up space with dirt or making a house, a simple one like this. I mean, I should have, if I wanted to record this, I should have, just probably shut up and record the whole thing silently, put some music on, speed it up, or maybe just skip it entirely, right? So that was a mistake, but hey, you learn something new every day. But hey, you might have noticed something different that wasn't here before. Yeah, I've made a bit of a farm here, and I gotta tell you a little bit about it before we proceed. So yeah, I now kinda have a rough idea of how farming works. So you get the farmer's workbench, and it's all pretty intuitive from here on out. Everything you need, fish bait. That looks the same as wild berries, except it has some essence of life in it. And yeah, once you enter the farmer's workbench, it's pretty intuitive. All you have to do is just, follow your nose. So you want to water the crops, there's the watering can. Wanna move water, bucket. Shearing, sheep shears are here too. Capture crate if you want to capture something smaller, of course. Poo-poo. Yeah, chicken coop. Don't know how that works, but it's here. A hole. It's here to feed bag. I don't know how breeding animals works, but feed bag is set to lure bigger animals, so hey. And also seeds, which get, better as you level up the workbench. It's tier 2 already, and leveling up the farmer's workbench is much easier and faster than the other ones because it's much more progressively tied to the crops. So at first I had to farm some wheat and lettuce. Now we've moved on to carrots and corn, and so I now need those to level it up, to then get this, I guess, and also turnip, cauliflower, eternal, carrots. I still don't really know what does the eternal thing mean, but I assume that it means that, I don't have to replant the seed. Yeah. Higher farmer workbench level also grants us, better, more unique trees. By the way, apple sapling must be pretty interesting. I've never seen an apple in the wild in this game, so hey. Not only does it grant us wood, it also grants us food. Wood and food. We can also convert crops, instead of eating them, if we have an abundance, we can convert them into more essence of life, which is nice. Planters, not sure what for, probably some flowers. And also, farmer's workbench is responsible for crafting all sorts of different dirt types. Excuse me. Just when you think that you're feeling good enough to record, your throat is acting up, of course. But yeah, you also make all sorts of decorative dirt and grass related stuff here, vines, rugs. I think those have utility also as, as for traps. I think a scarecrow and stuff like that. Even stuff like dark green moss, you make it here, which, by the way, I think it's a great idea. in Minecraft you would have to go somewhere far away and get them, fill up your inventory space. Like here, if you want them, you can get them, but only by crafting them, which is again a good idea, because you will only have them in your inventory when you want them. So yeah, and you don't have to like travel to the other side of the world. Well, actually you need red moss or yellow moss, but only that. So like, you know, it stacks. They aren't all different, you know, stacks. So yeah, still very convenient. But there is a negative to discuss as well. From what I've noticed, grass in this game doesn't grow like at all. I've particularly like focused on this corner here. Not a single block of dirt got covered in grass since I've built this house, so it seems like they decided to make it so that it doesn't spread at all, or maybe it's just so abysmally slow that, you know, it's impossible to see it. But getting distracted, are we? Yeah, we're gonna need some food for the road. But it seems like the only way to like actually, you know, surround your house with grass is to make a grass block and just one after another replace every single one of those that you have around your house, which sucks. It sucks so much. I mean, first of all, it costs you plant fiber. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we have an abundance of those, so maybe it's not that bad. But I would have to, like, all that dirt that I've already placed, I would have to dig it out again and replace it with a grass block. It's like, I do hope there's something like Silk Dutch in this game later on, but yeah, so that's it for the introduction. And what I have in store is that we're gonna do something interesting, which I think is, first of all, I'm gonna visit a biome that I haven't before. So maybe this, like, I wanna go underground again. We need more iron. I think I'm gonna try to find the like autumn fall biome. Oh, there it is. What's this then? The trees are different, but I think it's just another, you know, normal foresty biome. So yeah, also gotta check this out. So yeah, a bit of exploration and caving is ahead of us. So hey, interesting stuff, isn't it? But also after that, we're gonna like check those places out. I have a feeling it's gonna be filled with goblins and trorks, something like that. So yeah, but for now, well, introduction's over. And I'm gonna just do some farming with sped up footage. And we're good to go. So yeah, between this episode and the previous one, I've played quite a lot with Bonzo and we figured out some interesting stuff. For example, if you pick up an item like this, you can use your mouse wheel to like precisely choose how much stuff you want to take from the stack. 50-50. That's pretty awesome. It's such a simple solution that it's kind of weird how I didn't find you know, a mechanic like that in any other game. So yeah. And by the way, yeah, I also, for the sake of convenience, I have also placed a door here and one there to the farm. I'm gonna have to like decorate it a little bit next time, but yeah. It's kind of weird how it works. Anyways, yeah. By the way, yeah, this is how you water crops in this game. Well, first of all, you have to water them from time to time. It doesn't stay watered, and just having a block of water here will not water them automatically. You have to use the watering can and do it like this. Alright, check this out. Not only does it restore more health immediately, also the health regen and stamina boost is not only like bigger, it also like lasts for much longer. How many times? Like 45 seconds. The cooked meat gets you 45 seconds. This gets you 2.5 minutes. So that's like an increase of like more than 3 times, that's for sure. Eh. Not even worth picking it up. Ha! We are already at that stage of the game that, you know, there are things that I don't feel like picking up. I don't feel like, you know, wasting inventory space. I've noticed, I think that's some sort of a green crystal, but check this out. Yeah, the water is pretty weird in this game. I'm gonna make a whole, yeah, like separate video for that, but water in this game is very, very weird. A watery cave. By the way, yeah, I've noticed that, yeah. Speaking of weird water, right? You can place a torch underwater, absolutely no problem. This tiny piece of land is recognized by the game as a swamp, which is pretty interesting. A green crystal in the wild. I have a feeling that if I break it, it's gonna get ruined. Oh, a scrap mace. Huh. But I'm too curious to pass it up. Yeah, just some shards. Well, but yeah, this is a swamp. I'm starting to feel like this. Like if you see trees with yellow leaves, that means that place is a swamp, I think. Not much use in us actually, like, going after the bear, I think. We've killed plenty of bears before. We need these spiders though. For the venom sac, let me get on the ground. Bonk. Yo? Looks like someone's legit farm. What happened there? Hey, yo! That's a pretty deep cave, damn. Huh. I wonder what this place is. We visited the snowy place with Bonzo. What is this? And wow. Oh. All sorts of different places for us to visit. This is awesome. Yeah, Minecraft would could really use more things like that. Okay, we were supposed to go to the autumn biome. I already got sidetracked by exploration. Hey, can you blame me though? Whoa. Look at this mountain. So huge, but also kinda like flat, like a... Whoa, like a wall. Also this place? So maybe that's the swamp. Maybe the trees that have like holes in them. That's the swamp place. Bloodcap mushroom. Wait, I've seen blood grass, but not a bloodcap mushroom. There's so many different mushrooms and herbs in this game. Pumpkin. Wow. Bear. Whoa! That was scary. By the way, fun fact about the redcap mushroom. Don't do it, but seriously, don't do it. I don't want to be held responsible, but I've heard that, you know, it's generally considered poisonous. At least to me, it's like the most iconic poisonous mushroom that you have to avoid. But I've heard that there's actually like some method of boiling it over and over and making it edible, like that. I don't know, but it's kind of weird how, to some people, the redcap is like the most iconic poisonous mushroom that there can be. But at the same time, there are, like I've seen so many different art pieces or other types of references to that particular mushroom. Oh. What is this? That make it seem like it's edible, like it's really weird. Yo, that mountain though. And also up to this day, the redcap is like... brown mushroom block. Wow. So this here is a huge mushroom. I don't feel like carrying it home. I'm just gonna remember that if I ever want it, I have to go to the autumn place. Up to this day in Minecraft, the red cap mushroom is the one that you need. One of the two that you need for the mushroom soup. Which is kind of funny to me because ever since Mojang got acquired by Microsoft, they are very, you know, cautious about what they add to the game. Like, we can't add sharks because that would make the kids think that it's okay to attack sharks, which it isn't. Stuff like that. But there's still a mushroom soup in the game that involves using red mushrooms. Isn't that also kinda dangerous? It's gonna make kids think that it's okay to eat those? Just some food for thought, alright? Frost March Tundra. So I've been in a place like that with Bonzo. Wow, is that a cobra? It is. Wow. Thank you, memory collection. That's actually pretty useful. Now we know what to call mobs. Holy crapperoni. That is a huge block of snow and ice. What's atop this mountain, do I have to know? Big fat nothing, but it's an awesome vantage point, wow. You can see quite a far away. This ice wall though, damn! Isn't that like a Game of Thrones reference? I've never really seen the show, but yeah.